That's all right. All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. My peeps over here, Patreon. Listen, I want to talk to us very serious. And I'm going to put this one at the lowest level of Patreon, and then we'll work our way up, okay? I want to talk to us about how we deceive ourselves in our speech. You know, anytime you're dealing with a brother or sister, and including yourself, you have to always be conscious, and you need to always be mindful. Are you an excuse maker? Do you always have an alibi? Do you always have the reasons why something can't be? So you know, if somebody comes to you and tell you, okay, you need to do this, or if they come to you and they say, you know, this is what I see, and then immediately you have a clap back, a subtle form of a kickback. But what I'm getting to is that you're not looking for no solutions. You're not looking for any answers. Someone is trying to give you a solution answer. And even if you did come to them with a solution or answer, or if they give you something, all you're full of is excuses. And in those excuses, what do? They neutralize you from going forward. There's no pressing in you whatsoever at all. It's always an excuse for the reason why this can't be done or that can't be done. Never, ever, ever looking around all the excuses to see that one solution that will bring you to the promised land, that one solution that will bring you to deliverance, that one solution that will answer your prayer. So most of you need to check yourself on that, because, you know, I said it once before when I've been dealing with my issues and stuff. All right, how do I usually get through to them when I can't get through to them? Well, they'll ask me a question or something like this, and I'll give them an answer. It ain't the answer they're looking for, because they're already in their own heart believe that they have the right answer. They're looking for someone to agree with them in their answer. And if my answer is contrary to what they don't want to do or never even thought about, let me put a balance in this, then guess what? It doesn't give them no reason to be motivated to actually change that course of action or their mindset. You know what it does? What comes up is an excuse. Now you've paralyzed yourself. Or, I've got a reason why. Now you've neutralized yourself. Or, you know, situations or circumstance, or I don't have an answer. Wait a minute. What happened to us searching and seeking until we find? You see, that would be the first step into getting the answer that you need. But see, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is always have an excuse of the reason why. Like, for instance, if I tell you, go out there, hey, let me tell y'all something. Y'all go out there and find you 20 acres of land. Well, then you start coming up with all the excuses why you can't have the 20 acres of land. Well, we don't have the money. And listen, I had zero, nothing. Before Straightway was even called Straightway and stuff, I had zero, nothing, zero. And no matter how many times I say that, the only thing that people look at is, well, you know, we don't have it like Straightway. No, most of y'all got it better than Straightway, because Straightway is the one who helped y'all get started. I didn't have nobody to help me get started. It was me working 2 and 3 jobs, working my fingers to the bone, driving on hard. And I'm using this as a good example. I mean, I've had many obstacles, many negative thoughts that would come up in my head, and many things that would try to get me to change my course, to stop the vision that the Most High Yah's put inside of me. The book says, without a vision, the people perish. But if Yah gives you a vision, you still got to walk it out. You're never going to be able to see the hand of Yah if you don't become that doer. And see, most of us, we're so spiritual today. What we want to do is we want to name something, claim something, and don't do a damn thing. And then we're waiting on Yah. And when nothing happens, then we wonder, what in the hell is going on? Why ain't y'all hearing me? Because listen, faith is just not mental assent. Faith is putting right action into play. And as you watch it unfold and develop, you can see Yah guiding you every step of the way. And that's the reason why most people don't have nothing today. So people will look at Straightway. Well, look at Pastor Dolly. Yeah, don't forget, don't look at Straightway right now where we at. Go back and believe what I'm telling you when I had nothing and no support base whatsoever at all. Go from there and then come all the way up to this point and see what faith is. That's what faith is. Faith is a substance of thing, what? Hope for. If you got a hope for something, it ain't people just welfare mentality giving you everything and dropping everything into your welfare hands. That ain't the blessing of Yah. The blessing of Yah is rich that add no sorrow. Some of you, all it does when people give you stuff is just make you worse. All it does is just make you that much more passive, that much more pessimistic, that much more lethargic, because you think that's where the blessing of Yah coming. You don't even know what faith is. So y'all got to hear me. If you want to see Yah moving in your life, it's got to be more than just mental assent and words. Action. Faith is equated with right action. Go check it out. Go read the faith chapter over in Hebrews chapter 11 and see that every single time it mentions one of these great men of Yah and women of Yah in faith, it was always accompanied with something that they believed Yah for by what they were doing. They believed Yah because they were doing. Blessed are not the hearers, but the doers. So today, you may be out there believing Yah for something, but the truth is you don't believe, because you just like these Christians, name it and claim it. You just like these Christians, like this prosperity doctrine. Everybody, they telling you about all this money and all your ship coming in and the preacher's ship coming in, but your ship ain't coming in. It's something. And I'm going to tell you something. Money answers all things, but there's some things that money just simply cannot buy. There's some things that money cannot purchase or can't even give, that only Yah himself can give. And if you're looking for Yah to do something for you, I'm telling you what, you better change that station and tune. You better change that kick back and that clap back and excuse making and everything. That's the one thing I've always said ever since I've been in the faith. Ever since I've been in the faith, I've always said, man, it's easy for people to complain. It's easy for people to murmur. It's easy to sit back and say we waiting on Yah. And then you're trying to actually put an indictment against Yah, trying to say that, well, it's his problem, huh? It's in his lap. I done did what I supposed to do. No, you ain't done what you're supposed to. I said, if you don't have a solution and all you can do is just give me excuses for the problem, don't say nothing at all. Because all you're doing is you're actually dragging things down by your lack of faith. I mean, even Jesus made this quoting statement. Maybe this will put a defibrillator on your mind. He said this, I have not seen so great faith in all of Israel. Isn't that something? Notice, it was something physically, tangibly he could see. Wow. Man. And I know something. Well, you talk about work. Yeah, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Y'all will bless the labor of your hands, the work of your hands. Yeah, and that's something. Amazing, isn't it? Man, I tell you, if we don't get this, I'm telling you, some of y'all, you're going to continue to keep on having a hope. It'll be a false hope, because ain't nothing going to change. Yah is not going to change his program. He's not going to change the way he do things. Just because you put something mental into it, you have a little broken, wicked heart. Notice it's wicked too. You hoping for something, and it ain't coming because you're not doing everything you need to do. When I mentioned the story over in Daniel about him praying and waiting on the answer of Yah, notice he didn't stop praying. He prayed through, and that praying through continued. No, he said, yeah, he was heard from the first day, but he kept on. And you know what? His prayers brought that angel through. And not only that, the angel said, not only did I have to fight to get in here, I got to fight to get out. See, when we hear something like, yeah, you were heard from the first day, we take it as if I mentioned it one time and I don't have to do a damn thing. I don't have to say nothing else. I don't have to believe nothing else. But that ain't the way the woman of importunity operated. She kept coming to the king, kept on coming to the king. And the king said, man, I've got to grant this woman what she asked for, lest she weary me. See, most of y'all, you got faith, but it's dead faith. Oh, yeah, there's such thing as dead faith, too. So check your heart, check your mind, check your spirits about always having a kickback and a comeback. And let me finish this, too. So I would tell my Ishas, I would say, look, y'all. They'll come to me about something, I give them an answer. And you know what? When I get them the answer, they already got an answer for the answer I just got finished giving them. And you know what I do then? I just be quiet. Because at that point, they can't hear me. They cannot hear me. And at that point, what am I doing? I just go to the Father and say, Father, I can't open their eyes. They ain't listening to me. So maybe you can do something to help open their eyes, because right now they ain't listening to me at all. Damn. If you come to me about something, if I give you the answer, why you got to clap back? Why you got to come back? Why you got to talk back? Why you got to sit up there and argue and fight with me? That's the reason why I'm in your head. I gave you the answer. You're not going to see the hand of Yah upon you until you do what I tell you. not come back and talk back to me and tell me what and guess what? You're going to eat the fruit of that way. That's a spiritual law, just like gravity is a natural law. And that's why faith is not working for some of you, because you have the wrong. And I don't understand how you be in this ministry all these years and not know the steps. I'm a very good teacher. Baby, am I a very good teacher?
Very good.
I'm an extremely good teacher. I can, for every one of you that has a reason why y'all ain't doing something, I can show you 50 people why he is doing something. It's amazing to me. Utterly amazing. So start checking your wicked, deceitful heart, because your heart is deceitful above all things, and it is desperately wicked. It is. It is. I'm telling you, your heart is wicked. Check it. And you know what your heart is, because as soon as you open up your mouth, it reveals your heart. And most of y'all keep forgetting that too. Every single time you open up your mouth, your heart is being revealed. Now ask yourself, how much do you want your wicked heart to be revealed? Because, I mean, you may think that you may be on point and stuff, but to other folks that are spiritual, you look like an ass. You look like a little ass. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You see what I'm saying? There's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is his ways of death. So I'm trying my damnedest, and I'm trying my best to do whatever I can. Man, you know, them Tennessee vehicles, they have always been camouflaged good like that. You know it. That black and brown, them damn state troopers, man. Anyway, but I tell you what, man, I hope I said something to stimulate some kind of thought, but I know one thing. I can't have faith for you. I can have faith, and then y'all will take faith and override somebody's faith or something like that. But then in some instances, you got to understand, you've got some doors that need to be open and closed. You got some closure on a lot of stuff. You got some bitterness. You got something hanging back. You have a certain rebellious subtle form or way. And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all's plan and y'all's way, it works. It truly works. It really, truly works. And remember, he's not to us as Israel. He really is. So listen to what I'm saying on this. Go back and listen to it again, because you didn't get it. Listen to this message again, and maybe you will get it. And maybe what you're looking for, searching for, if you want y'all to bless you, maybe he'll do it. But it's going to have to come from a changed mind and changed heart. And most of you, I told you, you've been living 20 and 30, 40 years in this world. You've been 3-4 years in y'all, and you think that you function after y'all. And you're going to come and ask me something who's been living this thing longer than I've been living in y'all longer than I was in the world. And I give you the answer. And because the answer doesn't suit you, you think that I'm off the beaten path when you came to me for a reason. Not to get the answer that you want to hear, but get the answer that you need. And when you can't hear, I just, hey, go ahead on. Can't tell you nothing anyway. Promise you that. Just like this generation, you can't tell them nothing. Nope, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. No, I got vision. I got to do that. I'm going to do this. You ain't going to do nothing. Make a mess of yourself. That's what you're going to do. But anyway, hope it said something stimulating. Thought you had a wonderful day.